Hey, if you are currently marketing an offer that has competition, which is obviously everyone watching, and if running ads has been inconsistent, I want to show you a case study of a client whose offer is very common. He has a photography business, which basically there's photographers pretty much on every corner, and he was struggling with ads because of what I believe is saturation of photographers. In addition to the advertising pendulum swinging hard to organic, he basically said that all the leads that were coming in were lukewarm tire kickers, whereas a year ago they were like Little Caesars, hot and ready. Here's what he did to uplevel his strategy to make it irresistible. I'm going to share with you 5 strategies that we're implementing with him. And as you're watching this, I want you to see how you could find the parallels of how you could implement this for your business. Okay, so the 5 strategies were, first we worked on the offer. Got to make that sexy, irresistible offer. Then we created the lead gen strategy. Then we created his content strategy. And I think that a good content strategy always has to include organic, sometimes paid, not always paid. I don't think you need to rely on paid. I don't think you should rely on paid. And then also OPA, which stands for other people's audiences. Then the next strategy was the team, to be able to implement it all, because when you need more time, you need more team. And then lastly, the irresistible, and I'm running into my arrow here. Whoops, I'm gonna go the irresistible. And then lastly is the irresistible upsell. And then this is where the magic happens. Continuity. All right, so those were the 5 strategies. So first off, his offer. Okay, so his offer is he does wedding photography. And there's a ton of wedding photographers, but what's really interesting about him is with his business, he does this really cool thing where he lets you choose your photographer, which understandably, he's competing with lots of Instagram celebrity photographers that you can watch their viral content and be so interested in what they have. So he's got a big competition here. But what he does that's really interesting, and we turned this into part of his lead gen system, is what he offers, instead of just here's my business, here's the photographers that you can choose from, is he offers them a free, underline that free, because who doesn't like free, engagement shoot. So what's automatically up-leveled this in its lead generation strategy is you can just pick the wedding photographer on the corner, or you can work with them and get a free engagement shoot that they actually call a discovery shoot, or you could see that as a trial shoot, where you basically get these mini photo sessions where you can work with, they'll give you multiple photographers where you do these mini sessions, anywhere from 3 to 5, really however many you need. You do these mini sessions, and from there you get to choose which photographer, which most of the time people pay extra to have a choice, which I even suggested that could be something that he even tests to give them an option. Do you want to work with just one of our photographers, or do you want to be able to choose which photographer based on a free discovery session? I'll give you an example of how people pay extra to have a choice. For Mother's Day, I got ads from this cute little dance group that they were making these videos where they would hold up a picture of your mom and a big Happy Mother's Day sign, and they would do a little dance to say Happy Mother's Day. And you could pay extra to choose which outfit you wanted them to wear. So if you wanted them to wear the pink shirt, if you wanted them to wear the sailor outfit, if you wanted them to wear a cheerleader outfit, you could pay extra for that. So where he's actually offering, you can get a free engagement, free discovery, free trial shoot with multiple photographers, and then from there be able to pick. Not only is he giving them the choice, which most of the time people pay extra for, but he's giving it to them for free, which again, he could also give it as an upsell to be able to pick. He's also giving them a taste of what that photographer is going to be like, because this is the most special day of their life. This is their wedding. They have chosen the one that they're going to spend the rest of their life with. Now choose the one that is going to photograph the most special day of your life. So people can sign up and they get a free engagement shoot to be able to test and sample that photographer. Now, I think this is so rare and something that if he created content around this could blow up. So then we started talking about his content strategy. Now, how is he going to get this out there? Right now, he's running ads to be able to advertise this free engagement shoot. Well, if you're going to run ads to that, why wouldn't you create that organically? Well, there's a few different strategies that I suggested for him. Number one is to create your content verticals. What that means is all the different, some people call them content buckets, of what's the kind of content that people are already loving, that we already see works here. So when it comes to wedding photography, there's the first look videos, there's the walking down the aisle videos. Of course, we can't miss the dress reveal videos. And of course, you've got your silly wedding party. So whether that's like the flower girl or the ring bearer doing something clumsy, or something hilarious that a groomsman or bridesmaid did, or something tender that the parents do. There are so many, and you don't even have to be getting married to enjoy these videos. These are often viral videos that will show up on the For You or the Explore page because it's just good content. And these are just some examples. There's obviously so many more. What I suggested is going to some of these already viral accounts and looking at what has gone viral for them. The fact that he and his photographers are at weddings all the time, they no doubt have this content, they have this footage, they basically just need to compile it now. A lot of the times we're not creating content, we're just compiling it. So again, I would make a list of viral accounts and look at some of their most viral content. Go look at the account, see the videos that have millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, and see what is it about that video that made it go viral. What got so many comments in there? Was it that they were commenting on the bride's dress? Were they commenting on the groomsman's sense of humor? Were they commenting on how romantic it was? Were they commenting on the venue? Whatever those things are, you have that content that you can create or you can recreate. So review the viral accounts and model their already proven formulas. Like one proven formula that I see all the time that I think is so genius is one called hook, hold, tease. Now what this is at the beginning, there's a hook that makes you want to keep watching all the way to the end. Sometimes it's like, it's teasing the before picture, and it's teasing that at the end of the video is where you get to finally see the after. So maybe in the case of a wedding, it's she's starting to walk down the aisle and you see the side of the groom's face, and often people want to see the groom as we hope that he's just going to lose it and start crying and be able to see her, or maybe it is the moment where we finally get to see the bride in her dress. But the hook is that we're anticipating that's going to happen soon. The hold is watching the buildup. Maybe you see the people around, they're starting to turn their heads and look to this direction. Maybe it's some of the commentary, and then the tease at the end is where it finally reveals. However, the important part is because it's a tease, it only lasts for like a second and then restarts. This is a formula that I see work a lot on social media because it makes the viewer have to rewatch it again so that they can hold down on the phone to watch that last moment and get that, oh my gosh, that epiphany moment of the beautiful finale. I've also seen this work really well with organizing videos. So for example, let's say they're organizing a closet or they're cleaning a garage, or I've seen lawn mowing videos do really well for this. They show the before picture that they're like, watch me clean this ridiculous mess. And then, so that's the hook, and you think, okay, well, that's the before, and now I want to see the after. The hold is like the fast motion all the way through it, and the tease is the after picture that they only show for a second, so you have to watch it all the way around. Now, the part that's going to create conversion is how you get people from the content into the DMs or onto a phone call or onto the funnel. So what we would connect here is two-step CTAs. And this is so very simple to do. You can even put it into the video, like in the last few seconds of the video, to be like, we're giving away 10 free engagement shoots. Comment below engagement shoot and we will send you the link to sign up. You can also automate these two-step CTAs with tools like ManyChat. And what this does is that every time someone comments with that specific trigger word that you set up in ManyChat, it will automatically DM them with whatever you want that message to say. So in this case, if it was like comment engagement shoot to be able to sign up for your free engagement shoot, what that could say is, hey, just saw your comment. We're so excited to schedule your engagement shoot. Here's the link to fill out the form so that we can schedule that for you. And then it's completely automated, which the best case scenario is that we want to be creating content that goes viral, that you have so many comments, you wouldn't be able to keep up with it manually, so that those will just automatically send to you. They'll come to your funnel, they'll fill out the form so that you're growing your email list, and you have all these inbound leads that you get to follow up with to be able to have a call and schedule their shoot. So we've talked about how he's running paid ads. We've talked about the organic content strategy. Now the next thing left is OPA, other people's audiences. So this is where we want to do integrations with influencers or brands who have that audience. How easy would it be to go to an influencer, maybe someone that's getting married, maybe someone that has an audience of people getting married, and do a contest saying, hey, I'm giving away 10 engagement shoots. All you have to do is follow this account and comment tagging 3 people you know. So what does that do? First of all, it's going to get a whole bunch of new followers so people can continue enjoying that beautiful wedding content that you're creating. It's also tagging other people that they're going to see this account, then they're going to follow it. It's creating so much engagement. And then if you also have the CTA of make sure that you comment engagement shoot, they're commenting, they're seeing the engagement shoot, the ManyChat is automatically sending it to their DMs, they're filling out the form, which gets them on your email list, and then you follow up to be able to book them that engagement shoot. I mean, how easy is that? You can create ad content. You can also create incredible organic content that has engagement strategies mixed into it, has shareability mixed into it, because people want to share content that gives them an emotional reaction. So if your content can do that, and in addition also get them excited about their own engagement shoot, their own wedding, they're going to be able to comment. And if they want that offer for your free engagement shoot, which is an incredible lead generation strategy, they'll comment the trigger word to be able to get that link in their DM to further the relationship with you. So what's in it for these brands or influencers is that ideally you want to be able to give them a little bit of a kickback. So if this wedding planner is going to make a post like that where she's going to do a contest to give away engagement shoots, what you're going to make off the back of those engagement shoots, she's going to be able to make a little kickback. So maybe she makes $100 or $200 or 10%, whatever that is, so that she is incentivized to share it. Now, the next thing that my client said is probably something that you might be thinking yourself. All of this sounds amazing, but how do I implement all of this when I have a business to run? First of all, I would love for you to reach out to me. This is what I do for my clients. We also have a program called Chief Content Officer, where for $97 a month, we give you strategies like this. We will workshop with you in our Get It Done Day, where in one day we create 30 days of content in just one day for $97 a month. I mean, hiring a social media manager would cost at least $1,000. So this is a great option. I will put the link below for you to check out, or if you want to work with us directly in our Done With You or Done For You, go to the links in the chat, reach out to us. We'd love to talk. But at the very minimum, what you could do if you don't want to do it yourself is you could hire a high school kid that grew up on TikTok. Outsourcing is a great option, whether that's a VA, whether that's an assistant, whether it's your own kids, whether it's a high school kid that grew up on TikTok. I think that that's a great option, especially that I almost feel that like kids that grew up on TikTok are gonna be the ones that we learn from someday, because they're learning retention strategies and engagement strategies in ways that we just didn't. Like when we were growing up, we had to learn how to write essays where the whole point was to recap what we learned. The kids that are growing up on TikTok are learning hooks and retention and engagement. So I think that for the best business owners, the best entrepreneurs that know they want to grow and scale, they don't have time to turn into full-time content creators. They need to either have a team, a system, or a strategist that's going to work with them. So again, I'd love for you to learn about CCO. It's called Chief Content Officer, linked below. You can also work with us directly in our Done With You or Done For You programs, or you can outsource to someone around you, whether that's a virtual assistant, your kids, or maybe a kid in your neighborhood that like grew up on TikTok. Honestly, a great option. Now, lastly, anytime you sell something, you want to think with the end in mind of how are we going to continue to work with them, because second money is easier to make than new money, meaning we want people to come back for repeat business. We want to upsell them to the next thing, or we want to sign them up on continuity, meaning they continue to pay us over and over. So one idea that we had for an irresistible upsell is that for that wedding, if they hired a photographer, wouldn't the next cool thing to buy might be hiring a videographer, or here's a new idea, a wedding viral content creator, a wedding specific viral content creator. I mean, you look at all this content that's being created all the time that people want to create cool content for their Instagram, their YouTube, their TikTok. If you could hire someone, if they could hire, in addition to their photographer and videographer, someone specifically there to create viral content for their Instagram. And what would that do for him? People are just paying for the content that he is then also going to share on his Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere that is also going to then continue to feed this content flywheel system that's going to continue to generate leads with really cool content and then show how irresistible this whole system is. So the upsell is the next logical step, which in this case could be video, it could be some other kind of peripheral services that come around photography. So maybe even like purchasing prints of the photos. Maybe it's making some video slideshows. Maybe it's making viral content from it. Maybe it's hiring specifically a content creator to come to the wedding to create content for their social media after, which speaks to a specific audience. Not everyone will want that. I would say that I would want that. The next thing to consider is continuity. We want people that are going to continue to pay us. So here's what they have done that I think is so genius. And I want you to consider how you could create this for yourself, that maybe they buy the core offer, but how do we keep providing them a service that is irresistible? We've already blown their minds with this initial service. What's the next thing that they're gonna need? Well, in this case, this photography company doesn't just want to be your wedding photographer, they want to be your lifetime photographer. They wanna be there for your baby photos, for your back to school photos, for your anniversary photos, for your vacation, for your Christmas photos, your family twice a year photos. So they're creating a package where they are offering to be your lifetime photographer. And instead of just paying by the shoot, you pay on a monthly recurring and you have these photo shoots scheduled ahead of time. And so they offer that as a subscription where after your wedding, you can continue to pay on a monthly subscription. Maybe it's $30 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, depending on how many shoots you want, what kind of shoots you want. And this same photographer, if you want to keep working with them or work with other photographers, that is all available to you. One other thing I forgot to mention is that with the engagement shoot, they also allow you to pay in payments for your upcoming wedding. So if your wedding is a year away, instead of having a big payment to pay as it comes, or sometimes people make you pay that all up front, you can pay it monthly. So there's just these smaller installments leading up to the big day. I don't know of any other company that is doing something like this, which by the way, I knew in making this video, people were gonna ask, what is this company? How do I sign up? Whether you're getting married or if you just want lifetime photography for something else, or you have another special occasion, I'm gonna link that below. I actually asked them to make a specific link for you that they said that they would give you a free shoot plus be able to get all your photos, not like pick and choose. I hate when you do photography and they're like, you get 5 photos and it's so hard to pick between them because they're all amazing. They gave you a special deal, tell them I sent you, you can use my link and they will give you that free shoot and give you all your photos. If this was helpful to you, I wanna hear how you're gonna implement this for your business. And next you're gonna wanna watch this video for a step-by-step content strategy that you can implement for your business to generate a consistent flow of leads without spending a penny on ads.